The topic is finding unknown angle measures using equations. The essential question is, can you create equations using what you know about angle characteristics in order to find unknown measures? So the first question asks, what should angle BAC, angle CAD, and angle DAE add to? Well, since they're angles on a line, they'll have a sum of 180 degrees. Okay, so we're going to look for the next one, we're going to find the measurements of angle BAC and DAE. Now, based on this relationship of them being angles on a line, they'll have a sum of 180 degrees. So basically, this angle plus this angle right here plus this angle right there, when you add them together, they'll have a sum of 180 degrees. And that's what you will use to help you construct your equation to help you figure out those unknown angle measures, okay? So this angle is represented by 2x degrees. This next angle is 90 degrees as indicated by this box. That's what that means. And then that third angle is represented by 3x degrees. And since they're angles on a line, they'll have a sum of 180 degrees. Now before you can build it, you need to make sure that you combined your like terms. So we have 2x plus 3x. 2x's plus 3 more x's gives you 5x's. And then bring down your plus 90, your equal sign, and your 180. Now that you have just a variable on one side of that equal sign, you can build it now. So we started with x, then we multiplied it by 5, then we added 90. So the inverse operation of adding 90 is to subtract 90, so that's what you'll do to both sides of that equal sign. 90 take away 90 is 0, 180 take away 90 is 90. Bring down your equal sign and bring down that 5x. Okay, your next step is the inverse operation of timesing by 5, which is dividing by 5, and you'll do that to both sides of that equal sign. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times x is 1x, or x. 90 divided by 5 is 18. But you're not done yet, okay? Because as you know, we have to find the measurements of angle BAC and DAE, and what you've got to do is you have to substitute this value of x back into the diagram. So I always just draw an arrow to remind myself, hey, I got to put that variable, I have to substitute that variable with the value of the variable. So right here, since x is equal to 18, I know that you need to go to multiplied by 18 to get that value of this angle. 2 times 18 is 36. So this angle measure right here is 36 degrees. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and circle that. Okay, again, remember the value of x is equal to 18, so for this situation right here, we have to go 3 times 18, and 3 times 18 is 54. So this angle measure right here is 54 degrees, and I'm going to circle that. Okay, just to be completely obvious for the person that's scoring this, let's go ahead and list the measurement of BAC. And BAC is 36 degrees. And then the measurement of angle DAE is 54 degrees. Okay? And just to make sure you're completely accurate, especially if this were an assessment, you know that these three angle measures would add up to 180 degrees, so you would double check it. 36 plus then the 91, that was the 90 degrees that was indicated right there, and add that 54 degrees, and you'll see it has a sum of 180 degrees, so we know that that is correct. Okay, the bottom part for your summary, what's the measurement of each angle? Hint, this angle and this angle are complementary angles, so they'll have a sum of 90 degrees. So take what you have learned from this problem up here. I know these were angles on a line and they had a sum of 180 degrees, but these right here are complementary, and build your equation to help you solve for x, and once you get x, substitute it back in to find the measurement of each angle. Okay? Please turn the page. Okay, so something that I do want you to write in. This example and this example, these two practice problems, are called angles at a point problems. Okay? And angles at a point have a sum of 360 degrees. So see what they look like? These are considered collectively angles at a point. All these angles right here, they're considered angles at a point. Okay? So what should the sum of angle EAF, EAH, GAH, and GAF, what should their sum be? So that's all those angles right there. Their sum should be 360 degrees because they're angles at a point. So their sum will be this, 360 degrees. Okay? All right. So it doesn't explicitly say to write an equation to help you, but I know that in order to find the measurement of angle GAH, I need to figure out what x is in order to get its degree measurement, okay? And I need to write an equation using what I know about the angle relationships of the angles provided. So what you need to do, you should know that, let's see, this angle, and then this angle right there, plus this angle will have a sum of 360 degrees because they're angles at a point. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. What do I see? 167 plus 100, what is it, 103 plus 59 plus x plus 1 will have a sum of 360 degrees. Okay? So what we need to do from here, I see some parentheses, and I know when you see parentheses and you see a symbol or a number directly in front of it, you want to distribute it through. So a positive times an x is a positive x. A positive times a positive 1 is a positive 1. Okay, bring everything else down, please. Okay, now we have a bunch of constants on the same side, the equal sign, that we need to add together. Let's go ahead and add that together. 167 plus 103 plus 59 plus this 1, that has a sum of 330. And then bring down your x and your 360 and your equal sign, okay? So this plus this plus this plus this equals 330 degrees. Okay, from there now we can build it. So we started with x. Then we just added 330 to it. Okay, so the inverse operation is to subtract 330 from both sides. 330 minus 330 is 0. Bring down your x, and that should equal 30. Okay, you're not done yet, because we have to find the measurement of angle GAH. So as always, after you get your variable, its answer, you need to substitute it back into your diagram. So I'm going to put that 30 right there in place of the x. So really I have to go 30 plus 1, and 30 plus 1 is 31. So this angle measurement right here is 31 degrees. Okay? So to be obvious, the measurement of angle GAH is 31 degrees. That says H. Okay? And you know, obviously you want to check it, especially if it's an assessment. So their sum should be 360 degrees. And so I'm going to start with 167 plus 103 plus 59 plus 31. Good, 360 degrees, so we are correct. We've checked it and we know we're right. Okay, again, these collectively are angles at a point. Oh, this one right here, that box indicates that this is 90 degrees. Okay, and that's labeled by 3x, and this is labeled right here. This opening, this angle is 221 degrees, and this is labeled by 4x. So it wants us to find the measurement of angle RQS. So this opening, we got to figure out this right here. And the measurement of angle TQU. So this angle right there. Okay, and so all of them together would have a sum of 360 degrees because they are called angles at a point. So let's write that down. I'm abbreviating it. Okay, let's go ahead and use that information to create our equation. So let's start, I don't care where you start, but just make sure you hit all those angles. So 3x plus 221 plus 4x plus 90 equals 360. Okay, combine your like terms before you build it. So 3x, 4x is 7x. 221 plus 90 is a positive 311. Bring down your equal sign and bring it down your 360. Okay, now that you've gotten to this point, you can build it. You got a variable just on one side of the equal sign, so now it's buildable. Start with x, multiplied it by 7, added 311. So now we will subtract 311 because that's the inverse operation, and make sure you do it to both sides of the equal sign. That's 0. 360 minus 311 is 49. Bring down your equal sign, bring down your 7 times x. Go on back up. Inverse operation of timesing by 7 is to divide by 7, and do that to both sides of the equal sign. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 1 times x is 1x, or x. 49 divided by 7 is 7. Okay, you're not done yet. Take this value and substitute it back into the diagram wherever you see the variable of x, because that's the value of x, it's 7. So right here, I have to go 3 times x, which is 3 times 7, which is 21. This angle right here is 21 degrees, and I'm going to circle it. And then right here, I have to go 4 times, what is it, 7, which is 28. So this angle right here is measured, has a measurement of 28 degrees, okay? So let's be completely obvious right here and label everything. The measurement of angle RQS is, what does it say, 21 degrees. And the measurement of angle TQU is 28 degrees. Okay, and to double check, you know that they have a sum of 360 degrees, so you are, especially if it's an assessment, you will double check. So what does that say? 21 plus 221 plus 28 plus 90 equals 360. Okay? We know we're correct. If for some reason when you got it and it did not equal 360, you know you must have messed up somewhere in your problem and you should start all over. Okay? Okay, summary. What do angles at a point add up to? Hint. When you connect their arcs, a circle will form. Did you notice that? When you connected all their arcs, you'll see a circle, and you should know that there are 360 degrees in a circle. Okay, please turn the page to the next problem. That's an extra. Okay. It says, describe the angle relationships in this diagram. So, let's just stick with this one right here. Angle AEL is vertical to what? What is it vertical to? AEL, this angle right here, is vertical to angle, let's see, trace, 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 trace. You got straight, straight, straight. And then this one straight, straight, straight. So it matchy-matches this one over here. Angle KEB. Okay. Another relationship that you ought to notice is, let's see, angle AEL, so that guy right here, and which one are supplementary? Okay. There's two possibilities. You could say AEK and this one are supplementary, or you could say LEB. I'm going to use that one. Either one's correct. Angle LEB. Okay, they're supplementary, so that means they're going to have a sum of 180 degrees. Okay, write an equation to help you find the measurement of angle LEB. Oops, LEB. So we need to figure out this equation, or this degree right there. We have to use an equation, okay? And I'm going to color code it so it's hopefully easier on your life. So that's in green, okay? So for that, I know that 144 plus this angle, which is they represent it by x, will have a sum of 180 degrees because they're supplementary, okay? So there's already a variable on one side of the equal sign, so let's build it. Start with x, and we just added 144 So inverse operation of adding 144 is to subtract 144 from both sides. 0, x is equal to 36. But substitute it back in. There we go. So it just says plain old x, so we know that this angle's measurement is 36 degrees, okay? Okay, back to color coding. So that right there is green. And then this one right here, KEB. Where's KEB? Oh, right here. Gotta find that one. So I'll do that one in pink. Well, I don't really have an equation for that because the measurement of angle KEB is equal to 144 degrees. And the reason I know that is because it's vertical. It's a vertical relationship to this given angle of 144 degrees. It's vertical to angle. Which angle? AEL. And you should know that vertical angles are congruent, always. Okay, and that means congruent. Okay, same size, same shape, same angle measure. Okay, now the bottom part. What's the measurement of angle Z? Hint, think about vertical angles. Okay, so you ought to know that this angle right here is vertical to this entire angle right here. So you need to figure out what the measurement of angle Z is. But this given angle is 15. Okay, another hint, if you need it. 15 plus Z should equal 81. What is Z? Okay, please turn the page. Okay, you see that there's a lot going on right here. And we have to find the measurement of each angle below, okay? And when possible, if needed, I want you to make sure you use equations, if it makes sense to, okay? So the measurement of angle EAF, let's go ahead and locate that. EAF, well, that's going to be 90 degrees because it's given. All right, given in parentheses because they gave it to you. When you get to geometry, they're going to have you doing something called proofs. And proofs, they kind of take a long time because you have to prove everything that you say. So if you say it's 90 degrees, you have to give proof. And the proof for this case is it's given to us. Those are always my favorite. Measurement of EAK. EAK. Oh, that's nice too. That measurement is 30 degrees because it's given. All right, the measurement of GAF. GAF. So we need to figure out this measurement right here. Okay, and unfortunately, it's not given to us. So we're going to have to probably use some math and probably some equations. So you're going to go ahead and look at what's given to you right there. What information do you have? And it's okay to just cover up the stuff that you don't really care about. So I'm saying, can that help? Nope, that doesn't help me. Does that help me? That could help me. That's one way that it could help me. I could use, I can't use that because I don't know what the variables are really, and I don't know this angle measure. So my best bet is this relationship right here. Okay, you see how this angle, this angle, this angle, and this angle are angles on a line, and angles on a line add up to 180 degrees. So that's going to help you determine the measurement of this missing angle, okay? One way that you can do this is, since you know they have a sum of 180 degrees, you can just go 180 minus 30 minus 90, and it'll give you this missing one. Another way you can do it is by going 30 plus 90 plus the unknown equals 180 degrees, and then solving for the unknown. Either way will work. For me, I feel that it's faster to go, well, these all add up to 180, so I'm going to start with 180. I'm going to subtract this 30-degree angle. I'm going to subtract this 90-degree angle. And that's going to give me the measurement of GAF. Okay, so 100 minus 30 minus 90 more is going to give me 60. So the measurement of angle GAF is 60 degrees. I'm going to label that right there. So you see how pink and it matches up there, this one? I'm trying to color code it so that you can follow my work easily. So GAF was, what, 60 degrees? And you know why? Because this is just an informal proof. Angles on a line have a sum of 180 degrees. And it's obviously an angle on a line with those other two. Collectively, they're angles on a line. Okay? Next one is KAJ. So let's locate that on there. KAJ. So we got to figure out this one right here. Well, that's really nice that we just figured we figured this one out, because I'm seeing a relationship right there. So I'm going to trace just to verify that I mean they look vertical. Trace. Yep. So if this is 60 degrees, its vertical angle also has to be 60 degrees, because you know vertical angles are always congruent. Because it's vertical to angle GAF, which was equal to 60 degrees. All right, GAH. So this one right here. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, I'm going to use my little sticky note tablet again and see if that's one way that I can do it, knowing that information. I can also use that information. Those are also angles on a line. So, well, I'll go with this one. Okay, so this angle plus this angle plus this angle have a sum of 180 degrees because they are angles on a line. So I'm going to set up an equation. Now that I know that this angle is 60 degrees. So I'm going to write it right here in green. So 3x plus 5x plus 60 equals 180. Can't build it yet, gotta simplify it. So 3x plus 5x is 8x plus 60 equals 180. Okay, build it now. Start with x, multiplied it by 8, then we added 60. So the inverse operation is first just to subtract 60 from both sides. So we're left with 8x equals 180 minus 60 is 120. Now we have to divide both sides by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 times x is 1x or x. 120 divided by 8, I think it's 15. Yeah, it's 15. Okay, you're not done. Put it back up in there. Substitute it back in. Right there and right there, okay? So 5 times 15 is 75. So this degrees is 75 degrees. And then 3, because it's the same variable, so it's the same value, 3 times 15 is 45 degrees. So that's that value for that angle measurement right there, okay? Okay, well, what was I talking about? They were only concerned about this guy right here, though, weren't they? GAH, so GAH. So it was, I forgot, what did it say? 75 degrees. Because x equaled 15, and 5 times 15 equals 75. Okay? All right, and then JAH, we figured that one out, which was 45, because we, figured out what x was and substituted it in. So that one is 45 degrees because x equals 15, and once you substituted it and did 3 times 15, you got 45 degrees. Okay, next one is KAF. KAF. Oh, so it's this one right here. So for KAF, I know that, well, this little opening right, this angle right there is 30. This opening right there, this angle is 90. So I just have to go basically 30 plus 90, and 30 plus 90 is 120 degrees. So that whole big opening right there is 120 degrees. Because the given 30 that we got plus that given 90 that they gave us is 120 degrees. So that's why KAF, you add them together to get that measurement of that larger angle. Okay, the measurement of JAE. Find JAE. JAE. Oh, okay. So something that's going to help me is that straight side. And JAE, hold on, time out. If this angle A or EAF is 90 degrees, then this whole angle right here also has to be 90 degrees. And another indicator is 30 plus 60 is also 90. So that's what we're going to write. 90 degrees because 30 plus 60 equals 90. Okay, now the last one, HAF. Let's locate that on the picture, HAF. HAF. Oh, so it's this like that. Okay, so all that we have to do is add the 60 plus the 75, and 60 plus 75 is 135. Because, that says because, 75 plus 60 equals 135 degrees. Okay? Okay, so at first glance you might be like, oh, if I add all these together it's going to equal 360. But keep in mind, some of these angles like this right here, it overlapped. So you don't want to count that degrees twice. So if you're going to check this to make sure that the sum is equal to 360 degrees because they're angles at a point, you want to be very careful. So you'd add this plus this. What's this one? This one's 90, so this one's 90. Plus that. Plus this little guy, which was 60. Plus this little guy, which was 75. Plus this little guy, which was 45. Right? Let's check it. 60 plus 30 plus 90 plus 60 plus 75 plus 45 is 360. So we are correct. All right, for the summary, finish these sentences. Yes, you have to write the sentences out. Complementary angles have a sum of, write it down. Supplementary angles have a sum of, write it down. Vertical angles are always congruent. There are blank degrees in a circle. There are blank degrees in a half a circle. And this one I'm going to give to you because you need to know it. There are 180 degrees in a triangle. So when you add all the inside angles of a triangle, it's going to add up to 180 degrees. Okay, bye.